Very fresh and a very wonderful morning to one and all present there. Myself Zainab Kagdi from Atmiya Green School, Jadeshwar Bharuch. We are back with English subject for class 6th. As we have completed quality lesson, let us have a quick review what was there in the lesson quality. So, quality is a lesson. This is a story of Gessler brothers who are shoemakers and they make very fine quality shoes. Here, the narrator buys shoes from Gessler brothers as they know them since from the days of his extreme youth. And these Gessler brothers made very good quality shoes. Their shoes lasted very long. It was not something which was temporary. So there was a unique quality about his shoes. When this narrator went to Gessler brothers shop to buy a few pairs of shoes, at that time Mr. Gessler uh, talked with him, shared with him his emotions that how they are facing the great competition uh, from the big companies, as these companies are advertising, they are spending thousands and lakhs of rupees in advertisement, but they are not popular with work, but they are popular with advertisement, and people used to tempt, get attracted to these advertisement, and they stopped buying shoes from these Gessler brothers who sell fine quality shoes, and they moved to big firms. So today we will start with the question answers of the lesson quality. We'll begin with the reading one. Today we will complete reading one, that is on your page number 119. Question number 1 says, how had the narrator been introduced to Gessler? So, and what was unique about his shoes? The narrator knew Gesslers from the days of his extreme youth, as Gessler made the narrator's father's boots too. The unique thing about Gessler's shoes was that he made only what was ordered, and what he made never failed to fit. So whatever he ordered, whatever the order was there, he used to make that particular ordered shoes only. Apart from that, he did not used to make, or they did not used to make different variety of the shoes, and whatever they made was never failed to fit. This was the answer number 1. Moving on to question number 2. The process of getting Gessler to make shoes was as meticulous as his creation. Do you agree with this statement? Give reasons for your answer. So the question means the process of getting Gessler to make shoes was as meticulous as his creation. And do you agree with his statement? Let us understand the answer first, and with the answer you will come to know what is the meaning of question. The process of getting Gessler to make shoes was as meticulous as his creation. Unlike buying a pair of ready-made shoes, this was a long drawn procedure. The buyer had to first choose the leather, give his fit, and wait for around a fortnight for the boots to be ready. So his shoes was not something of temporary. It lasted more than 2 or 3 years. Once you buy the shoes, you do not need to come often to buy the shoes. So this process was as meticulous. That means as long as his creation. His creation, that means his shoes lasted long. Similarly, in order to buy the shoes, you have to go through a long procedure, a long drawn procedure. So what was the procedure? That when you go to big firms, you just select out of the display which shoes you want to buy, then you try it in your leg, in your feet, and then after trying it, you select out of the color and size, you select and you buy it, you make the payment. That is the procedure. But if you want to buy shoes from these Gessler brother, what is the procedure? First you have to select or choose the leather, that what kind of leather you want. There is a variety of leather with them. The buyer had to first choose the leather, then give his fit, that is the buyer needs to give the size of their feet. and wait for around a fortnight. That means for 15 days they have to wait for the boots to be ready, and after that they can after so before this much time they had to wait, and in big firms they had to buy it instantly, they can start wearing it. So this was the difference in Gessler's shoes and the shoes belonging to big firms. Moving on to question number 3. How did Gessler react when he learned that the boots had creaked? Sorry, question 3 is yes. How did Gessler react when he learned that the boots had creaked? What does it tell you about him? Okay. On hearing that the boots had creaked, Gessler was shocked. Why was he shocked? Because he made such a fine quality shoes which can never be creaked. So he was shocked with the statement that the shoes made by him were creaked. He asked the narrator to send the boots back and said that if he could not fix them, he would take them off the narrator's bill. This shows that Gessler took full accountability of his work. He was an honest and fair man. It also tells us that his work was his passion and that he poured his heart and soul into his work. So that was how when something wrong happened with the boots, he was shocked with it and he took complete accountability of his work, and he was ready to give the money back. That means to take off the amount from the bill. So he poured whatever he made out of the heart. He poured his heart and soul into his work. Question 4 says, what did Gessler feel about the big firms? So what did Gessler feel about the big firms? The answer is Gessler was of the opinion that the big firms did not have any self-respect. Why did Gessler thought that? Because he thought that the big firms got all the business by advertisement and not by doing good work. He felt that they took business away from honest bootmakers like him, who actually loved their boots and treated their work like an art. So Gessler brother thought that they do not have any self-respect. They earn money out of the popularity and advertisement, and they used to take away business from such hardworking and skillful bootmakers. Question number 5 says, why did the narrator not visit the shop for a long time? So the narrator did not had to go again and again to these Gessler brothers shops to buy shoes. Why? Because the narrator did not visit the shop for a long time because he went abroad and it was over a year before he was again in London. Question number 6 says, why did the author order so many pairs of boots? Did he really need them? No, the narrator did not actually need so many pairs of boots. He did not need all the boots he ordered. He ordered so many boots because he was touched by how the old man had aged so quickly and how worn out he looked. The narrator was also aware that Gessler was running out of business. He did not have many orders. Gessler's eagerness to sell boots to the narrator and his mention of it being a slack time for work also touched the narrator, and he thought that he could help Gessler by buying as many boots as he could. So out of sympathy, he bought so many pairs of boots which he did not require it at that point of time. So this was your reading 1 of your textbook. Moving on to reading 2, that is on your page number 119, we have 5 question answers. Let us understand each question thoroughly. Question number 1 says, how do you understand that Gessler was passionate about his job? Gessler was passionate about his job. He considered making boots to be an art. He only used the best quality leather and spent a great amount of time and effort on each pair of boots he created. His work was so meticulous that he turned out very high quality boots. He had sound knowledge of the work and took full responsibility for his work. So here Gessler was very much passionate about the work he used to give to his customers, as he used to spend a lot of time and effort on each pair of boots, and he makes such a pair of boot that it fails to fit. It never fails to fit, and his work was so meticulous that it had a very high quality boots. He had sound knowledge and he was taking full responsibility if you find that the boots are creaked. Question 2 is, what had Gessler died of? What does it reflect about industrialization? Now we all know that at the end of the story, Gessler, both the brothers died. But Gessler died of what? And what does it reflect about industrialization? Gessler had died of slow starvation. Starvation means hunger. He used to work on his boots day and night. He never gave himself time to eat. He did not even have any money because all of it went in rent and leather. This tells us how industrialization has taken away from small tradesmen their means of livelihood. Even though they possess great skills and their products are far superior in quality compared to factory-made goods, they are reduced to a state of poverty and are robbed of their business because of industrialization and the competition it offers, especially by advertising and making products available much faster. So here we are having that the Gessler died of starvation. Whatever he earned out of the very few orders, he had very few orders to make the boots, but whatever amount or profit he received out of selling those boots, he spent it in the rent and in the high quality leather. And he charged very less amount, but it took little much time in making such boots. So people want instant results, so they used to opt to the big firms for buying the boots. And due to this poverty and industrialization robbed his trade, he found it very hard to stay in the competition, and he couldn't make the products available very much faster. So because of all these reasons, he faced starvation and he died of starvation. Question 3 says, is the title quality appropriate? Why? If you were to give the story another title, what would it be? So do you think that the title given to the story, that is quality, is it appropriate? And if not, why do you think it is not? And if yes, again, why do you think it is appropriate? And if you were the author, what title would you give to this story? I think that yes, the title quality is appropriate. Gessler strove for quality in his work all his life. If he wanted to earn money very faster, what would he have done? He would have kept 2 or 3 workers along with him so that the work could be completed very fast. But no, he never trusted on others' work. He was very much he focused on his work. He spent a lot of time and hard work in making such a fine quality boots, and so we can say that Gessler strove for quality in his work all his life. He took pains and spent a lot of time over each pair of boots to ensure the best quality. Even when he could not afford it, he used only the best quality leather to make boots. But even after this, he lost his business and was reduced to poverty by big firms whose products were of much inferior quality. Inferior means very low quality than Gessler's. But still their business was fully flourished, while Gessler's business was not up to the level. Moving on to question number 4 of your reading 2. That is, rewrite the story, giving it a happy ending. So in here, in question number 3, one more question is asked: what title would you give? That is your own creativity. You can give any title by your own self. So we won't discuss that. Question 4 is rewrite the story, giving it a happy ending. So here we are having a very sad ending, correct? The Gessler brother used to die out of starvation. He couldn't meet the competition. He couldn't survive in the cutthroat competition, correct? But what would you give as a happy ending? What do you expect the ending to be? So this answer you need to write on yourself. I'll just give you a hint. You can say that he worked very harder, and Gessler and these narrators' shoes were appreciated by everyone at the end, and people started giving more orders to Gessler brothers, and day after day he worked day and night, and he became a great businessman. He started doing trade on a larger scale, and in this way he competed the big firms. This could be your ending of the story, so it would be a happy ending. Question 5 is, do you think Gessler should have changed with the times, and why? So here also you need to write answer in your own. It is not written displayed on the screen, but I'll give you the answer. You need to write it on your own. That, do you think Gessler should have changed with the times? So I think that yes, he must change with the time, because yes, he had to change with the time, because in that cutthroat competition, when the competition was so tight, he had to take more money from the narrator. Even if he would ask a little more money than he asked, he would have been paid, and he would have kept the workers, and to give the instant result to the customers, he would have adapted certain strategies which the big firms used to adapt. And he had to never give up. He had to take care of his health too, along with providing the fine quality and best quality shoes and best quality leather. If he had used the best quality, he would have used the best quality food also to stay alive. So this is the answer to your question number 5. You need to write it in your own. You can even write some more creative or a different answer in your notebook. So I'm looking forward. We will discuss this in our live class, that whatever answer you have written, you can speak up in front of your whole class. So this was the reading 1 and reading 2 of your textbook. So kindly write it in your notebook, all the question answers with beautiful handwriting, and write also the glossary and learn it by heart. We will discuss the rest of the lesson in our next class.